Alright. Hey everybody, welcome back to another session of Therapy and Panels, and the last part of Spider-Verse month. Her name is Cindy Moon. She was bitten by the same radioactive spider as Peter, and since 2015 she has been the one and only Silk. During a retcon shown in the 4th issue of the 5th volume of For the Amazing Spider-Man, it is revealed that before the spider that bit Peter died, it managed to bite one other person, that being Cindy. The reason we haven't seen her until now is that not long after a man named Ezekiel Sims came, warning her about the inheritors and how her life is in danger, and offered her a bunker to stay in to hide from them, which she accepts and has been there for the past 10 years. During an event called Original Sin, a villain by the name of the Orb uses the power of the Watcher to reveal to many heroes major secrets, one being for Peter the existence of Cindy, who he frees when he tells her he killed Morlun. Unfortunately, Morlun came back with his family, and with the help of the spiders of the multiverse, they are defeated, and now Cindy is free to live her life without fear for the first time in 10 years. Let's see how she's handling the new world ever since appearing from her first appearance to now with Silk #1. The cover is neat with Silk front and center on our webs with the city in the background, and with the colors, it just looks really nice to me. We begin the story with Silk fighting a villain called Dragonclaw, and also a neat little fact about Silk, she's apparently a Pokemon fan. Since the events of Spider-Verse, her spider sense has been acting up, causing her to mess up, and if it wasn't for the intervention of Peter, she probably would have gotten herself killed. She later heads off to work, which turns out to be as an intern for Jameson at a place called Fact Channel. Jonah being his usual self, and actually started taking a liking to Cindy due to her not even being aware of things such as Twitter, and using a regular old notepad and pen instead of a tablet. He asks her for advice on something, and when she tries to use the footage of Silk fighting Dragonclaw, Jameson, of course, starts to use it as a headline to claim that Silk ruined the capture of Dragonclaw due to Spider-Man intervening. We learned that outside of getting Monday, Cindy accepted the job at Fact to try and locate her family, who disappeared sometime after she was locked up. And we also get, through flashbacks, some ideas of how her family life and even a boy she was dating before the spider bite, work and superheroing are taking up a lot of her time from searching for her family, as later on she does manage to locate Dragonclaw again, and this time easily deals with him. Later on in the night, she calls Peter for advice about how to handle all the difficulties. She's used to all the silence since the bunker, and with her spider sense going on weirdly, everything just feels like noise to her. He does the best to explain to her that it's all about balance, and she'll learn to control it eventually, but she's still feeling very unsure about everything. She decides to return to the bunker for a place to sleep and continues her research on locating her family due to things just being quiet. Meanwhile, at a bar somewhere in the city, it is revealed that Dragonclaw managed to get out of the suit and escape before the cops showed up, and is currently talking to the person who got him to tech to take down a gained supply of something, being the Black Cat. It's a long story, but it basically just a bad story plot after the events of the Superior Spider-Man series. Will Cindy be able to find balance in her life? What's going on with Black Cat and this new Dragonclaw guy? Will she be able to find her family? Well, as always, you're gonna have to figure all that out yourself. But in the meantime, this is a good story. We get a good setup for her work life and how she's trying to readjust back into the real world after being gone for so many years. The mystery of her lost family is a good way to keep people reading to figure out what happened to them, and the slow build-up of villains such as Dragonclaw is a good way of separating her from Peter. And with that, that is the ending of Spider-Verse month. And going through all these different interpretations, I gotta say, for me personally, I think it's amazing that there's so many ways to just fall in love with the same character. And it's like how those Spider-Verse movies have said, it shows that anyone can wear the mask, regardless of race, gender, or sex. It truly is an amazing thing to know. And with that, that's all the time we have for today. I'd like to thank you all for attending this session of Therapy and Panels. If you liked the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'm the Super Guru, signing off.